everyone. Thank you for joining us, and I'm glad that we are getting to try some new technology in an attempt to sort of decrease the time commitment. We're trying some new stuff. So this is a video that we're doing. I'm Amy Kellogg. I'm the president-elect, and I'm going to be your EC rep for this meeting. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming to your region meeting and supporting the region, and I hope everything's going well in your chapters as well. Basically, what I want to do is bring you some sort of announcements and information from the state level so that you have all of the latest information. The regional director and the assistant regional director and anyone else who attended the board meeting we had at the beginning of April will hopefully brief you more on that. But we had a very productive board meeting. We did a one-day board meeting out at Griffiths Institute, and by all accounts it was a great success. While we didn't get to spend as much social time together, we got a lot of business done, and we heard a lot of good feedback that people were able to get the business done and not kill a whole weekend. So we may try this again in the future. And if anyone has any feedback or comments on that, let us know. And again, any of the actual business, we'll get into more detail at the region level. There will be a couple of actions from the board meeting in April coming to the June conference, and I just wanted to hit on those quickly. The first is there's going to be 2 member votes. There's going to be a member vote on changing the membership dues process. This is something that we have been working on for a long time. Many of the chapters have actually already made the transition we're looking to do for all chapters. But basically what we're looking to do is to have the membership dues processed through the state. We think that as a state-based organization, the state should be the one processing the dues. Essentially what this will mean when dues notices are sent out, it will tell the member to send the dues back to state. Within the month, the state will turn around the local share of the dues back to the chapters. So if anyone has any questions on that, please let us know. More information on that will be forthcoming. Renee Cerullo, who's our second vice president and our membership chair, has been working on this, and if anyone is interested in some of the specific details on that, just go to the website and we have the information there about the outline of how the new process will work. The second member vote that we're going to be having at June conference is sort of, the vote itself is undetermined yet. The issue is determined, and that's going to be talking about whether or not we should vote to incorporate all of the chapters and whether or not we should be working with the IRS to determine our official status. Basically, these are some technical legal issues that need to be worked out. A few issues have come to the attention of the EC over the past year, and we decided that the best way to deal with these issues is to work on the incorporation issue and determining the IRS status. Again, hopefully your regional directors will lead you through some more detail. I don't want to get too much into it because it is so legally oriented, but I did want everyone to know this is an issue that we're looking at and something that we want to address. At the June conference, we will have at least one attorney, hopefully 2 there, to talk about the issue and to explain the value of incorporating the chapters and the value of getting an official ruling on our IRS status. Also, there will be more information in the communicator as we lead up to June. And again, if you go to the website and look at the April board meeting, there's a memo in there from an attorney talking about the benefits of incorporation. So all that information is there. I want to stress at any point, if anyone has any questions or issues about anything I talk about, please feel free to reach out to the EC. You know, we're not coming to the region meetings in person anymore, but we want everyone to know that we are still there and still ready to be accessed. So if you need anything, please just let us know. One of the other issues I want to talk about, or developments, is this year we are trying something new. We have created 6 awards. We have created a Youth Leadership Award, a Programming Award, and an Advocacy Award. I know that's only 3 and I said there were 6, but we're awarding each of these awards at both the region and the chapter level. There's a nominating form on the website. It'll be in the communicator. If you know of a chapter that's done some really cool programming, if you know a region that's done a good programming, had a good speaker, supported a good cause, let us know. We want to hear about the good stuff that everyone's doing because we know a lot of that's happening and we want to focus on that. And the goal would be that as people see the nominated chapters, what they've done, it'll encourage people around the state to do some of those similar programs. And we want to highlight the amazing things that a lot of you do because it's out there and we sometimes only hear about the negative. We want to make sure we're highlighting the positive. And these awards will be given out to the regions and the chapters at the June conference during an awards ceremony. So I hope that all of you will consider nominating your chapter, your region, another chapter you've heard something about. The deadline is May 1. We're going to try to stick to that. If you hear of a chapter doing something amazing, it's after the deadline, email me and we'll do our best to, see what we can do. I want to encourage everyone to please keep focusing on new member recruitment. Obviously, we're nothing if we don't have new members and we're not constantly growing the organization. If anyone needs help with this, again, reach out to your regional directors, reach out to your state officers. We are all more than willing to help on this, and we will be happy to brainstorm ideas with you, to give you resources if you need them, for an idea that you've come up with, anything. We want to be there and support you. I keep referencing conference, and I should have probably led with this, but conference will be June 7th through the 9th. It's going to be at the Hampton Inn and Suites in Albany. It's the same place we've been for the past 2 years, so this will be our 3rd year there. Registration forms are up and online already. Also, the registration forms will be linked through the communicator. If you don't want to register online, you don't have to. You can still print the paper forms and mail a check-in. Or honestly, you can also register online, and if you're not comfortable using your credit card information, you can still mail a check-in. We are trying to encourage people to do registrations online because it is easier. However, we understand there are people who are not comfortable doing online registration, so we want you to know that both options are still there. One other thing while we're throwing out dates is we have already scheduled the dates for fall board, and we know how busy fall can be, so we wanted everyone to be able to put it on their calendars. Fall board will be October 4th through the 6th, and it looks like it's going to be in the Finger Lakes region, perhaps Waterloo, New York. We're still working to finalize the hotel contract. October in that area is very busy, so with wine tastings and all that, we're working on trying to finalize all of that. But the dates are set, October 4th through the 6th. If you haven't already done so, we're asking that all chapters send a copy of your current bylaws to Renee Cerullo. We are trying to get all of the bylaws up and on the website so that as you transition officers, there's less paperwork to do. And also, we've had some people looking for copies of their bylaws, and tracking them down has been a challenge. So we want to make sure they're in a easily accessible place. So if you haven't done that, let us know. If your chapter bylaws are out of date and you need help with them, Margarita Clemento is our bylaws chair. Her information is on the website. I know she would be happy to help anyone who's interested in getting their bylaws up to date. We'll also be working on coming up with a more streamlined version of the bylaws, but that's all to come. We're looking to get what you have now up and running, so let us know. Though we're entering the end of the year this year, I want to remind everyone there is the programming guide. It's on the website. While we're finishing up sort of the main programming for this year, we're obviously already gearing up for next year. So anyone who needs ideas, that is there. Another reminder, elections are going to be held in the upcoming months. As you elect your new officers, we ask that you let us know who you're electing at both the chapter and the region level. Again, the magic of our website, all the forms are on there. You can fill out the form online, or you can print a hard copy and mail it in to Colleen Ostagai. She is going to be our new president-elect, and she's in charge of the leadership directory. So as you put your officers in place, let us know. This is a very important thing. People ask us all the time for local officer information, and really you telling us is the only way we can truly find out about that. So please send that information along. Another reminder, the workshops from the October 2012 board meeting. We had a lot of great speakers, a lot of good workshops. We think that those would play well at chapter meetings. Those videos are all on the website, so if you want to look at those, take a look, get some ideas. You can either play the whole workshop, or maybe it'll spark some ideas for conversations to have at your chapter or even region level. Please feel free to access those. Another reminder, the nominating committee is still looking for nominees for state officers. I think technically, as I say that, I realize the deadline has officially passed, but anyone can be nominated from the floor for an officer position, and I know the nominating committee, though it won't be a technical nomination, would be happy to accept any nominations that are out there. And I encourage all of you to seriously think about running at the state level. It's been a very rewarding experience. You get to meet a lot of great people, and we need good leaders. So if you're thinking about it, please reach out. Also, if you have any ideas or thoughts about wanting to be involved at the state level, not necessarily on an officer level, please reach out to me. I'm looking at the current positions available for next year and looking to put together my leadership team. So I welcome any new faces who want to come and get involved, and I want to thank and appreciate all the people who have always been involved, who are staying involved. So please let me know if anyone's interested in that, and please reach out to the nominating committee if you do have an interest in running for state office. Another quick reminder is don't forget to post your meeting and event dates on the state website. It's been a great tool for a lot of chapters that are accessing that. It gets your name out there, it gets your events out there. It's a good way to sort of draw people from the website. Renee had mentioned at the April meeting that we're getting 2 to 3 members minimum a month now just from the website. So people coming, looking at the chapters and joining that way. So our website's really starting to generate interest and members. So we encourage you to get your chapter information up and on there. And finally, again, registration for conference is open. I just want to remind everyone, if you have questions, concerns, feel free to reach out to anyone on the EC. We are happy to help, happy to hear concerns. Otherwise, we hope that everyone has a great region meeting, and we hope to see you June 7th through 9th in Albany at the Hampton Inn and Suites for the annual conference. Thank you, everyone.